We back with another live stream. Please share, subscribe, hit that like button for me, and let's get with another live. The destruction and fall. Now, it's plain to this day as we see the fall of America. Every eye will see, and every witness will witness the destruction and fall. Now, what I want to say to you is research says that the U.S. is in danger of being hit by a major tsunami. Now, according to reports, it says depending on where they hit, the most destructive force of an earthquake may not lie in the destructive shaking on land. Instead, it's often found in a way that caused the depths of the ocean to rumble, and rocks created massive tidal waves known as a tsunami. These waves can produce some of the most destructive force imaginable, with prior major tsunamis sending waves on the shore that reach nearly 2,000 feet in heights. And that's something that experts think could be on the horizon for us. A 2025 study indicates that there is a massive fault lying near California that is way overdue for some action. Now, meanwhile, we got this atmospheric river, which some parts of the Southern California is going to receive 8 feet of rain in some areas. Be careful going out. Get you a go bag and check with weather advisories. So let's go on. It says when it wakes up, expert says that the U.S. could be looking at a disaster of epic proportions, and it could be made even worse if climate change continues to cause sea levels to rise. Now we see some of these waters are rising in some areas. Just over, a month. We see Washington flooding. More flood is on its way. So we see so far what fault lines is causing all this. So we see, where do the experts think the U.S. will see the most destruction? Keep reading to find out what the study says about the U.S. mega tsunami. Now, a study says that a 100-foot mega tsunami could hit the U.S. In April 2025, study published in the Proceeding of a National Economy of an academic of scientists says that the Cascade subduction zone had been lying dormant 300 years. The zone spanned from Northern California to the British Colombia, which amounts to between 600 to 800 miles long, according to the states of California. Now, the destruction we see and fall of the world that we have known is now without a doubt and process. Now, I want y'all brothers and sisters to know when we refer to this world, we are referring to the world of the white man. For the world of the black man have yet to come in. Because the world of the black man by divine guidance is now merging in on the old world of the white race. This makes the destruction fall of the world of the white man. Here in America, we can see nothing but the fall of America. It is no secret. It is obvious to the eyes that are open. If we want to just close our eyes and minds and claim that we do not see and understand, then we will be falling ourselves. This refusal to see is foolhardy, regardless to how we may desire to see. The old world stands. We do not have the power to starve off the destruction, cause the world of the white man to fall. The destruction and power that's bringing about the fall of the world of the white man is coming from Allah God. You see, in the past history of the world of the white man, there was never a time of destruction of his world like the present time. It is useless for you to try to prevent the fall of the white man's world. There is no checking it. The right race has not tried to do the right thing, justice. The doing of justice without check or fault. The Bible, Jeremiah. But America was never willing. Even at this hour, we see she is not willing to do justice by those who she had mistreated. She had dealt injustice to her black slave for nearly 500 years that she had been an arrester. America have constantly burdened the poor black slave with every evil that she could imagine. Evil scientists who have been in more and more evil practice and not been able to invent any more evil than that which they have already put out. Day and night, without a let up, we see the white man mistreat the poor black slave. Now since heaven, and God of peace, justice, freedom, and equality have come to this black slave. The white man is trying to make everyone that recognize the truth deviate from it. The white man says, do not accept it. He makes the black man hypocrite against his own starvation. The white man chose the one who had not as yet accepted the truth of their starvation. And he promised them that which he would never be able to fulfill. America is now falling. She is now losing power and authority that she was enjoying in foreign lands. Her fall is very visible. Wherever her authorities have been exercising, the people are now crying out in one voice, leave us, leave us. America, go home to America. The citizens of other countries are telling American citizens, leave us. America no longer have friends. America and England would even deposit their little brother, Israel, on foreign soil. The Palestinians, which is Arab land. They deceive the Arabs of their own land and send them off. We see this injustice against the Arabs now causing America the power and authority that she once exercised in the East. She is on her way out of the Near East. See, this means bloodshed and plenty of it. We see in the Near East, we see there stand navies, which are neither Americans nor British. They are there to drive America out. Skies over there are beginning to thicken with foraging planes we see carrying deadly weapons, guns, and bombs. They will not be satisfied as long as Israel is in Palestine. The boil has come to a bursting point. We are in a troubled world. We are in a world that is now erupting. Black man who was once a slave in America, you have a way of escape. The way out is now your own terms. It is on the condition that you submit to Allah, God, and come follow me. This is the only way out. I am the door. I have the keys to your salvation. Reject it and die. We are in a world, my brothers and sisters, that is falling. It will soon be going up in flame. We see in Germany, this Cold War we're looking at between the East and West will soon erupt into a hot war. It will never be settled in peace. We see in East and West, Germany must and will fight out with all the deadly weapons that the war scientists have planted and perfect for this final showdown. You do not have to worry too much about whether or not America is going to come out of Asia. Certainly, America is going to come out of Asia. The odds are against her staying there. But I warn you, my black people, my black brothers and sisters here in America, that while she is on the way home, we the black people are standing in a crossfire. See, the only hope that we have is to fly to our refuge and Allah God. Look what is going on to the south of us. Look at many hijacked stick-up of planes. America's afraid to put a stop to the hijack, for she knows that she's going to run into more than she's expecting. See, in this beginning of 2025, there was not expecting that they will be running across hijacks. These planes are being hijacked. That's why you are witnessing, seeing all these plane crashes in the very beginning of 2025. She's going to run into more than she least expected. Who would have thought that this big power you see, America would suffer such disgrace in this day and time? Now, this is to teach you and me, brothers and sisters, that the great power of America is becoming weak and she is falling. I say to you, black brothers and sisters, join into your own kind. Come follow me. For the world that you and I have known will soon be no more. See, Allah manifests this fall of America. He desired to make America fall as a warning to her brother in Europe. White Americans in Germany, Allah has taught me, are the most wicked of the right race. The wicked deeds that have been performed and are still being performed by white Americans upon the so-called the slave are the worst and animal of history. They have been clever enough in their wickedness to make the so-called Negro slave love them, though they are the open enemies and murderers. Allah and the person Master Muhammad, whom praise or due forever, now judge the Americans whites. And the cause of America fall in total destruction. Egypt under Pharaoh. This is example fulfilling the signs we see, other prophecies of the doom of these people as foretold by the prophet from Noah to Jesus. Moses and Jesus are the most outstanding prophets in the history we see of the Caucasian race for the past 4,000 years. There are several others contemporaries, but Moses and Jesus are the major prophets we see of the right race history. We see the whole civilized world today, as prophesied in Isaiah, is against the white man of America. How Allah, God, hates this wicked American whites and threatens to remove them from the face of this earth. Now, since white Americans and the white race in general have deceived it, the entire world of black people and their brethren, brown, red, and yellow. Allah now is causing people to wake up and see the right race as it really is, the created enemy of the darker people. As we see today, there's a general awakening of the darker people into the knowledge of self and the knowledge of their old 6,000-year enemy all over the earth. The Americans, right race, cannot sincerely give the so-called the slave a square deal. She want to decide to deceive them. Today we see America is trying against the will to give the so-called Negro civil rights, which is against their very nature and will of the white race. For the first time since this black man had been here, America foisted off him social equality in certain parts of the country. This social equality consists mostly permitting the American black race to mix openly with the white man and his woman, the devils. We see the actual idea, however, is to grant the so-called Negroes social equality amongst the lower class of whites. This is done so that the scriptures wherein they prophecy that the white man will tempt and corrupt the so-called Negro with his women might be fulfilled. See, God has taught me that the right race was grafted unlike, and being unlike, it is able to attract the black man and black woman, getting them to do all the evil known to the right race. One of the prophets of the Bible prophesied it in regard to America as the morning star abode upon the mountain. Now, the days of trouble has now come. The days of trouble now has come to us from Almighty God Allah. See, God, who is this real owner of the heavens and earth, is ready to take over. See, God created himself a heaven. And then when he led it out to a forger, right race, for them to enjoy themselves in it just for a little while. Now we see, and maybe the whole world see, that they have proved unworthy of such glorious creation. And now the God who is the owner of this heaven and earth is ready to just take over and rule it for himself. Never no more will this earth, nor the heaven of the earth, be let out to non-owners. It's a great wisdom taught to us in letting new creatures, right race, try their knowledge of mastering that which they were not made to master, which we knew when we made them that they would not be able to master the original creation for long. For as long as we, the black people, are of the planet, There's no new creatures that could be put in order for ruling that which we already have, and we are in it. To such a rise peace, a work that have been done, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, by the originator of this creation is just. There is no comparison anywhere to make. There is no such thing that the originators can put the planet aside out of the hole and just let someone else take over. Now we know this race, the right race, has not been successful in ruling according to their will and according to their own. Brothers and sisters, we see that they're not successful at it because for the right race, we see have to use this the original material that himself has created. And see, there's nothing which the white man can call himself the creator today. So therefore, since this white man will continue to make this trouble, which by nature he was made to do, see, we do not see any way out of trying to live with the white man in peace. Now, the nature of this white man is ever causing unrest amongst themselves and amongst us too. The white man, we see, just cannot make peace for himself because we see of his nature. Today, God has decided that we, the black people, cannot get along with the white man in peace, and that the white man must be removed. So the white race wants to remove us, the black people, but in order for this white man to remove us, the black man, he will have to remove the whole entire heavens and make the heaven above anything like life. Then from that goal, see, we'll have to just start all over again and create life. See, for the life in the universe, this life that we, the black people, have established it. Therefore, to get away from our own life, which was created by the black man, so that a new life could come in, we will have to rid the space of life which belonged to us, the black man. And when the space was rid of life that we, the black people, have created, see, another one will have to create life of his own making. We, the poor black people here in America, must be changed into a new and different people altogether. So Allah God came in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever, taught me. But not a complete make of us. See, we will be renewed from what we are in now. And we call this a new thing. There will come a day when we, the black people, would have a complete new thing for man and earth and the heaven above us. But according to the scientists, God will cause this to go into a new thing. And not a complete destruction of the old, where there is no root to grow something from, not at this time. The thing that Allah God would like to do now, and will do, is to destroy this work of the devil, as the devil would like to destroy God's work, which God has already created. See, the devil cannot destroy God's creation, because we know that the devil has no part in the creation of this first creation. And since the devil has no part in this first creation, this makes the devil unable to lay hold to the power that would destroy the first work of God. Now, the main thing I want to say, which I keep mentioning enough to make you discuss, is something for this black man in America. We have spent so long in sleeping and ignorancy and the knowledge of that, which he is in. But as soon as this black man can awaken to the knowledge of this that he is in, then he can add hold to that which he did not have knowledge of, which is that this black man is the creator of this first creation. So Allah God wants to put this black man back into power. And the way the black man can be put back into power is Allah has to make this black man all over again to master power, after giving the black man the authorities. Now look at the poor, once peaceful black man in America. Now look how he strives to reach for himself. Is now making a fast progress in that which God leads for him to understand. Now the black man conversation is changed. The black man way of thinking is changed. His astrophysical form is changed. It's a great thing to have come to this black man in America. The black man in America is getting happier and happier. See, it's not hard, my brothers, for this black man in America to get rich. For he's getting rich from his own wisdom. See, no one has given him anything. See, no one has came to us. See, no one had aided us. See, that's the Bible teacher of this son. See, no one gave him to him. But he's getting rich so fast that God chose the son to become the head of the house that he should stray away from. The future of this black man is so beautiful that we can hardly comprehend it. The biggest thing that will stand before us is qualification and readiness. Let us get qualified to master the house that God has given to us, for someone tries to rob us of that master in the house. If they rob us of the master in the house, I'm sorry for us. I said to you, my dear black brothers and sisters, do not be foolish. The kingdom of heaven will be given to you and me. Have patience to receive it. But to get the house into our service, it's like a mother giving birth to a baby. The baby must mature in that which he is in, as the baby mature in the womb of the mother in order to be born. So the black man must mature to be born into a new world that the black man must build himself. See, these are the days of trouble. With the end we see of the rule of the right race over the black people of earth and sight, face to face. We have to deal with each other according to the actual facts which exist between the two nations, black and white. With the nature and desire of the right way to continue their rule, suggestion of the darker people, even though the white man recognizes these facts, he will continue to try to hold on into his power, his suggestion, his thinking of what he has acquired under such rule, that which is his. He cannot give up the prey, his concession, receive the merchandise, which he has to split it out from under the nose and eyes of the real owners. Black man. He's willing to go all out to shed the blood of his own people and others to hold into that, which he called his legal possessions. The spirit of rose we see in this black man says no, that the continent and what is on and under we see its surface belong to him and his people, black nation. This spirit and knowledge is not only confined into Africa and Asia. We see the black and brown, yellow people, but it actually is now arising in Americans, so-called the true lost and found brothers of the black man. throughout the earth, whether it be Africa or Asia. He is the brothers of them all. It is the desire we see of this right race will continue to hold power and authorities over Black Africa, whether it be or elsewhere. One day they will just have to give it up. We see England, Germany, and Italy, and France, especially England and France, and Stellington, Germany, seem to be diehards. The white man will be acting wisely if they will realize that one day, sooner or later, they must pack up and leave. Wherefore, I quote the Bible prophesies concerning the separation of nations, again today as it was before. Every man must go to his own. We see this the clearest and most direct justice that God and man could agree upon. The white man cannot just live in luxury unless he has his black man in his place of possession, suggestion to his will. But as I repeatedly says in this paper and all of my writings, you cannot make God and his prophet liars, nor can we reverse the time of the prediction in which these things would take place. The time has come. This is nothing but justice, that we have possession of what is our own. The white man is conscious of the fact that he had deceived the black man of the knowledge of the black man in his possession. But that particular authority was given divine temporarily. By the same divinity is now being taken from the right race. The right race is facing doom because she will not act according to this justice and righteousness, which was not by nature put in her. But this is known, and the race is frightened concerning her future, as we see today here in America. The white man recognizes his coming doom, and we see many of them would rather die here than go elsewhere outside of America to try to defend what they call their own independence. Some have poured gasoline over themselves and committed suicide by setting themselves on fire. We see this is a very new and open act of a people who want every other people, black, brown, yellow, and red on earth, to fight their wars, to save their independence. And ruthless we see, and brutal people like America. England and Germany should be very ashamed in this modern time to look for these people whom they have robbed, killed, murdered, brought by force, to think that today they should be so soundly asleep that they will ignore the time and authority that they can unite as Europeans have been doing against Black Africa, brown and yellow Asia. As the book says to the right race, as thou hast done, so it should be done unto you. The white man must return to Europe and concentrate on that continent for his future, or else concentrate on his death instead of his life. But it can no longer rule the black man. For the black man now knows where his home is. Is now rising up to take possession of that which is his. God, in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever, for finding an office to sit us in heaven at once, and our submission to him entirely. We fear this doom of America that is now cut her to pieces. The prophecy teaches us that her doom will come in one day. Death, mourning came in one day means 1 year. Even after that, she should be burned with fire. Divine prophecy is that America will suffer isolation from the nations of this earth. The Revelation teaches us of John, and the Bible prophesies of America's doom. America is spoken out of the name of a beast, a savage beast and dragon, who oppose the messenger of God and all those who seeks to follow him. Beast, dragon are the names used to represent America because of their nature and their characteristics of these people, evil and haters of his black one slave. The beast or dragon trolls women seeking to destroy the messengers and his followers, the new convert. The messengers of Allah is referred to as this woman with a newborn baby, carrying the baby. So the baby was to make his presence felt, to be amongst God's people. Now, the beast does this to prevent this messenger and his followers from making his progress and making friends with his own people, black people. Not only in the United States we see America, but the whole world of this black nation. To fly out of our enemies who seeks to destroy and kill you and me night and day does not mean leaving America alone, but it means also to leave the ideologically and all that America represents, the nations. Europe and Asia would stand far off, away for fear of burning the USA, for fear of this divine pledge. To you, my black people, we see the end is now. Who said that you were going any place? We know heaven and hell are both a condition of life. They are not places. We know the devil make hell for you. And God in the person of Master Muhammad, whom praise I do forever, makes heaven for you and me. The ultimate aim of this world should be known to everyone, especially the righteous. We are classified the righteous as being a people who belong to the right God, the God of righteousness, truth, freedom, justice, and equality of the nation of righteousness. Today, the so-called American Negro must be resurrected and made to know, understand, and faint to anyone who will follow or be deceived by the art deceivers. The strongest and most powerful weapons the art deceiver have at their disposal is to deceive this world of righteousness, the nation of Islam. They do not stop at this common and ignorant Muslim, but reach also for the scholars and scientists of Islam, who should be aware of their trickery and their deceits. We are in a world that is passing out of existence, and she is putting up a fight war, destroy the nation of righteousness. Beware to try to oppose the success of Allah's truth only hastened the doom of falsehoods and its teachers. The world of evil makes its first attack on the world of righteousness, thereby clearly showing herself as being the enemy of righteousness. When she thinks that she has built a strong enough force to attack the righteous, she does so, which I have said before, hasted her own doom. Falsehood cannot be victorious over the truth in the days of truth. The resurrection is a day of truth. The resurrection is a day of truth as it trampled over falsehood. The deceiver forced war against himself. The ultimate aim is to do as the people has done, to try to destroy the preachers of truth and those who believe, follow him. Now this was the aim of Cain when he had slain his brother Abel, and the aim of this dragon when he had sought to destroy the woman, the messenger, as it was written in Revelation chapter 12, verse 4. The lost and found members of that nation should be taught to know this ultimate aim of this world. See, God has visited them, and I prepared a teacher myself to teach them, thereby making it easy for them to understand, recognize this world and its secret ultimate aim.